You know, in the world of K-pop, every single second on camera counts. I mean, image is everything. So it's wild how just one tiny moment can completely blow up and start this huge debate online. And that's exactly what we're getting into today. We're going to unpack how a seemingly small on-air interruption by an idol on a live music show just spiraled into this massive controversy about professionalism, respect, and yeah, those tricky industry double standards.
I mean, it really all boils down to this, right? What happens when a host, the person who's supposed to be shining a light on their guest, ends up stealing the spotlight for themselves? It's a huge question of etiquette and the unwritten rules of the business. Well, today, we're looking at a moment that put that exact question to the test, and boy, did it get messy.
All right, let's get right into it. We're going to start with the interruption itself, because to really get why everyone was so upset, you have to understand the context. This was a big comeback interview, and it took a very unexpected turn.
So the scene for all this drama is M Countdown. Now, if you follow K-pop, you know M Countdown is a big deal. It's one of South Korea's biggest weekly music shows. Getting on this show is huge for any group. It's prime time for promoting a new song to a massive audience. Every single second on that stage is absolutely precious.
And on this day, the spotlight was supposed to be shining squarely on the girl group Hearts to Hearts. They were there doing their comeback interview, promoting their new track, Focus. This was their big moment, you know? The one they'd been working towards.
And the person running the interview? The host was Jaehyun from the group Boy Next Door. As the MC, his job is pretty straightforward, right? Keep the show moving and, most importantly, make the guests look good. He's there to highlight them.
Okay, but this is where things totally went off script. So while another member of his group was actually doing the Focus Dance Challenge with Hearts to Hearts, Jaehyun was apparently heard in the background. And what was he doing? Chanting his own real name, Kim Dong-hyun, over and over to the beat of their song. I mean, it seems like a small thing, right? But, ooh, it did not go unnoticed.
And, of course, in this day and age, what happens on TV definitely doesn't stay on TV. That little moment got clipped, it got shared, and it went viral. And not in a good way. It created this huge social media storm.
I mean, almost instantly, that clip was everywhere. It spread like wildfire online. This wasn't just some weird little on-air moment anymore. Nope, it was now at the center of a massive firestorm, getting picked apart by K-pop fans and those powerful online communities. You know, the netizens. And their opinion, it can have some serious real-world impact on an idol's career.
So what were people actually saying about this? Let's dive into some of the comments from online forums, because they really give you a feel for the kind of criticism that was bubbling up.
At first, a lot of people were just confused. Like this one comment pretty much sums it up. Why is he acting like that? Is it some kind of mission? You can just feel people trying to figure out what was going on. Why would he do that right then and there during a guest special moment?
And that confusion, it pretty quickly turned to talk about professionalism. Check out this comment. They're doing an interview to promote the new song, and if you behaves like that during that short moment, of course people are going to talk. And they've got a point, right? Hearts to Hearts was there for one reason, to promote their new music. Any distraction from the host himself feels kind of disrespectful, and yeah, people are definitely going to talk about it.
And for some people, this wasn't just a one-off thing. You started seeing comments like, "He's been consistently unlikable." Oof. That tells you that for some viewers, this action just confirmed a feeling they already had. And that, of course, just threw more fuel on the fire.
But this next one, wow, this really gets the heart of a much bigger issue. Someone wrote, if a female idol or another male idol did that, people would be throwing fits. What a hypocritical fandom, LOL. And that right there is the accusation of a massive double standard. They're basically saying a female idol would have been absolutely crucified for doing the exact same thing. And they're calling out what they see as total hypocrisy in the fandom. So why? Why did this one little moment touch such a raw nerve with so many people? Let's really get into it and unpack the bigger issues here. All the stuff about etiquette and what's expected in the industry that was really driving this whole thing.
Okay, so one of the most interesting ways someone described his behavior was calling it Block B-like. Now, that might sound random, but it's not. Block B is a well-known senior group, and they're famous for having this really uninhibited, kind of chaotic, freewheeling vibe. And here's the kicker. The founder of Boy Next Door's company? It's Zico, the leader of Block B. So when someone called it Block B-like, it was a really loaded comment. They were basically suggesting this wasn't just a random act, but maybe part of a style he inherited, a style they saw as unprofessional.
So if we boil it all down, the criticism really came down to a few core things. First, people felt it was just plain rude and inconsiderate. Why? Because it stole the focus from the guest artists. It also kicked off that huge debate about double standards in the industry. It got him labeled with that Block B-like tag, which was not a compliment in this context. And ultimately, it just made people question if he lacked, as one person put it, a basic sense of decency.
And all of this really leaves us with one big final question. In an industry that is so focused on image and personality, where exactly is the line? Where does showing your personality end and being unprofessional begin? Especially when you're the host and you have a responsibility to your guests. It's a tough question, and it's a debate that for sure goes way beyond this one single moment on a music show.